Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Missouri School Boards Association's Board Report for the month of March. We thank you for the opportunity to share some news and information during a few minutes of your board meeting. We begin with a look at school safety in the aftermath of a series of school shootings this year, including the tragedy at a Parkland, Florida high school last month that left 17 students and adults dead. School leaders and school safety officials throughout Missouri and the nation are now reevaluating district safety plans and discussing ways to ensure our schools remain among the safest places for our students, teachers, and staff. MSBA's Center for Education Safety offers what's called behavioral risk assessment training that's designed to help school officials identify and get help for troubled students in order to prevent a tragedy. Amy Bledsoe is an education safety coordinator for MSBA's Center for Education Safety, and she says the training is designed for teams within a school district who then set up a formal process to help students and staff report concerns.
So you have your team members who are trained, but anyone can bring information to either the team or to another faculty or staff member. Say a student wants to bring forth something that they're concerned about, then they would tell a teacher or a coach, whoever they're comfortable with, and that person would relay the information on to the administration and the team, and then the team gets to work and identifies the situation. They go through some interview processes and figure out really what's needed in that situation and then what steps to take.
The Center for Education Safety is the only statewide school safety organization in Missouri and is supported and operated by the Missouri School Boards Association. Contact the Center for Education Safety if your school district is interested in the behavioral risk assessment training. More than 250 school board members and administrators attended the recent MSBA Legislative Forum in Jefferson City. They heard updates on legislative issues related to K-12 education pending before the General Assembly, including House Bill 2200, a measure designed to give school districts greater flexibility to develop schools of innovation. Those schools could include a curriculum, delivery method, or instructional model different from traditional schools. School districts would have the opportunity to seek a waiver from any state rule or regulation that's a barrier to developing such a school. MSBA has worked closely with State Representative Sean Rhodes of West Plains to develop the bill. He told the audience at the Legislative Forum it's important to encourage even more innovation in public schools than currently exists.
For some reason, we want to throw away a system that works, that's been overregulated, with a different system that's proven it doesn't work. That's why we came up with House Bill 2200 to take those regulations back down.
MSBA believes House Bill 2200 represents a positive agenda for public education in Missouri and urges the General Assembly to approve it this year. Another piece of legislation under consideration this year is a bill sponsored by State Representative Gary Romine of Farmington that would reform the process for appointing members to the State Board of Education. Senator Romine is the chair of the Senate Education Committee, and he told those at the Legislative Forum the bill is needed in the aftermath of Governor Greitens' recent appointments to the State Board that resulted in the removal of Margie Van Dieven as Commissioner of Education back in December.
It takes all of us, though, to make sure that our voice is heard and that people understand the flagrant abuse of power that we've seen over the last several months in trying to build a State Board of Education to do the bidding of one individual is wrong on all levels, and we have to put a stop to it, and that's what we're going to do.
The State Board of Education continues to be unable to conduct any official business since it currently has only 3 of its 8 seats filled. Governor Greitens withdrew and then renominated his 5 appointees to the State Board after the General Assembly convened in January. That move gives the State Senate additional time to confirm the nominees, but it also means the nominees cannot serve on the State Board of Education until they are confirmed by the Senate. Senators from both parties have expressed opposition to confirming the 5 nominees to the state board. Following presentations on legislative issues, board members and administrators attending the Legislative Forum had the opportunity to visit with legislators from their home areas at the Capitol. MSBA's Executive Director Melissa Randall urged members attending the forum to ramp up their advocacy efforts for students in our public schools. She said part of that involves ensuring that legislators and others see the great work going on in our schools.
Make sure they don't just hear from you when you're griping about a bill, but they hear from you about the great stuff that you're doing in your schools. Show them. We're the Show Me State. Show them your schools of innovation. Show them your innovative programs. Show them what you're doing with our students with disabilities. Bring them to your school plays and all of the different fantastic things that we're doing in our schools, because their picture, what they're being fed, is not the truth.
Speaking of innovative programs, a feature of the Legislative Forum this year was the second annual Student Showcase. Students from more than a dozen school districts set up displays in the Capitol Rotunda to show off some of the unique programs offered to students in their district. We thank all the students who participated in this year's Student Showcase. MSBA also will be hosting a student showcase during this fall's annual conference. MSBA's spring regional meetings are coming up in April and May. A meeting is held in each of MSBA's 17 regions in the state. It's a great opportunity to network with your colleagues from your area of the state and to share ideas. Topics for this year's spring regional meetings will vary by region. You can find out more about your regional meeting and register for the meeting by visiting the MSBA website. That's it for this month's edition of the MSBA Board Report. Thanks for allowing us to have some time at your board meeting, and so long from Columbia.